Greetings, survivors. I noticed that there is an airdrop there. I didn't pay attention to when it fell. Maybe it was on the last video and I didn't even notice. By the way, I have this thing here now done on both sides. This is the main pillar. No, the one on the side is the main pillar. Yeah, the one on the side is the main pillar. This is not the main pillar, but I don't want to dig here because then there would be a dip in the terrain. Um, Kind of like this, right? There's something damage here. Might be below the base, to be honest. Now, one interesting thing, I tried the fence. I tried to upgrade it all the way, and it does upgrade into the metal sheets. So I don't need to make them. Oh, yeah, I have to break this. Yeah, I forgot it. What about uh, is this what it looks it's looking like? It is. Right. And I also did this thing to allow them to come from the side. You know what? I have a couple of topsoil here. If I place topsoil here, I allow them to get out from this side as well. This thing here blocks them from getting up on this corner, but this is too high for them. Um, this is where they can actually go up, but they might still hit this edge here. This is covering the edge between asphalt and the blocks here. And I don't want to continue the blocks because if I do, then I won't have the smoothness of this uh, terrain here. And yeah, yeah, that. Try to get rid of this block here. Let's see. Oh, it's not bad. Originally, I did not want them to be able to go from one side to the other, but I think now that I solved the issue of them trying to cross from there in a different way, I don't think it's gonna matter anymore. I do mind the cops blowing up here, but I'm doing what I can do. You know what? I might place um, an arrow slit facing up or facing down. No, facing up. So it will be like a kind of a half block here, but it will be an arrow slit. The only problem is that then the zombies could stand there. No, so I'm not doing that. No more arrow slits might work. So the airdrop. In fact, it's pretty close. That's the day 40 airdrop. Oh no, 39. That's the day 39 airdrop. So I'm assuming that what happened is the when I rolled back the time to before noon, um, when I rolled back the time to before noon, Let's take the first gravel road out after the end of the main road. Well, not after the end, after the main road exits the city. So what I'm guessing is when I exit when I rolled back the time and it turned noon again, then the airdrop counted. Like if it the day 38 went past, fine, the noon of day 38, but then I rolled back to before noon, so there was a second noon and it counted as if it was a noon of day 39. Now that is particularly interesting because, well, that works as well. And this guy here is misrotated. Yeah. This is the back side, this is the front side. We still haven't fixed that. It's annoying. Let's fix the terrain. I do have the machete. Let's leave that here. Now, where is the airdrop? It should be close, you know? There. That can be scrapped right away. Grab the rest. Eggs. Oh, walk in the wrong direction. Which is... This is Eric's stuff. Eric's stuff is... It's a little bit interesting. Might as well hit Eric's stuff. It's not that Eric's stuff is loaded, right? But you never know what can come out of it. And yes, I'm doing that on purpose. That's leave it like this for now. Wakey, wakey. Make some baking. even have the range, so never mind that. Okay. So that brings an interesting alternative to fixing the airdrop, which is the following. Come day 40, which is when the airdrop should be, I will roll back the clock. I'll wait until noon, and then right after noon, I'll roll back the clock to before noon to see if I can get that airdrop to drop. And that's my brilliant plan. Okay. Special thoughts. Huh. Okay, this is empty. I just saw the car there and thought I probably didn't come this far because there is a car, you know, on the road. I do not allow cars in the road. If you want to park your car, you do it on a parking lot. Don't leave your car in the road. Park it. That's it's not something you should do. No? Okay, I'm gonna leave it field. These two. Honestly, this, well, whatever. Should just make a ton of repair kits and repair a ton of stuff and sell a ton of stuff. In fact, maybe I should do that right now. I'm protecting 36. Let's protect 4 rolls. That will go to... that's 26, yeah. Oh, the meat as well. Yeah. And yeah. And then get a feather there. Where's the stone? Oh, duct tape and sewing kit. Yeah. Let's do this. 44. That's a little bit disagreeable. Make 6. And I'm gonna make let's see here. 15. I don't understand why. Okay, this one has basics and then building resources, etc. This one doesn't have basics and it has mods. Um, that annoys me. The baseball bat. Let's check that out. So baseball bat has a range of how good it can be, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, the baseball bat, the base entity damage is 26.2. Now, the tier bonus is 10% per level from 2 to 6. So level 5 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Well, it goes to 10% per level is from 10% to 50%. So level 60 is 50%, level 5 is 40%. Now, if I multiply 26.2 by 1.4%, right? I get 36.6. So this is below what it should do. This is below average. It should be at least 36, probably 37. I guess 36.6 is going to round to 37. This is below average. The block damage is 22 plus 40, 22.1. So 22.1 times 140% is 30.9. So definitely 31. So this is definitely a substandard baseball bat. Now, I still have some baseball parts, not a lot of them. The baseball bat takes 15. I could scrap this, but it's almost average. I don't think it's worth it. So let's keep hoping for more parts and I can make more baseball bats and see how they fare. Now, this guy here has 4 mods. Melee damage is 26, the melee damage is 35. With the 4 mods, the melee damage goes to 33, so this is already, even with 1 mod less, this is better. Better melee damage, much better power attack damage for the same stamina cost and the same speed. And it even has more durability than the quality 6. So given that, we take these mods out. It's barbed wire, weighted head, burning shaft, and this guy here. We take those out, we modify that, and then we add them here. And we're gonna keep the burning shaft. Never mind that the rod remover. Let's place the rod remover here. I can make a rod remover, so it's not a big deal. And this then goes for sale. Let's repair that. And that's my new bat. The sledgehammer, even at quality 3, is still way better, but it costs 50% more stamina and it's considerably slower. So this is definitely something I have to try out. And I didn't notice that I got a purple turret. That's interesting. So let's see. It has more magazine size, is slightly slower, and has more durability. But it also takes 1 more mod, which increases things more. Now, I have the magazine extender, the full auto mod, the barrel extender, but I had something else on the turret. What was it? You know what? I can place the rad remover. So now this is doing 23 damage. This was doing 18. Is it really better? 20, 18. Oh yeah, they were the same. Okay, they were the same. Increases damage, increases damage, increases damage, increases damage. Yeah, this... Now which one is... Oh no, okay. So it jumped from 18 to 20 probably because of rounding of the bonus. Alright, let's get that. So we have ourselves a new turret. 127. This turret is also going for sale. Right. And that thing is crafting there. So we now have a turret and a club for sale. Nice. Nice. Put that in. The cement can go away. Keep the rest for now. Cement. Serrated bladed mod. Not sure where that came from. Probably looted it. Right. Electric fence posts. Not yet, but not yet. Right, so here everything is ready. So this is now deeper than the other side. And if the zombies still keep trying to bash their way through here, I'm gonna make it even deeper. This is only 2 deeper. My recommendation is always make things 3 deeper. Make this block even deeper. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. No damage on the side. Oh, airdrop on day 40. So I got the airdrop, which was intended for day 39 and should really have been on day 40. So when I get the day 40 airdrop, I'm gonna throw away its contents. You know, I got some airdrop on day earlier. Come on, it's no big deal. Yeah. So this tip here, that you see on the corner, is the reason I don't want to convert this to concrete, because then the same thing you have here, you're gonna have here. And because this is already going down, it's going to be like, it's going to be a ramp going here. Oh, another thing I need is the relays. So timer relay, wire relay. Okay. Another lantern. You keep a lantern on me just because I might want. I'm gonna get the fire axe because I'm twice now I have wanted the fire axe, which I really shouldn't need for anything, but well, yeah. Twice now I wanted the fire axe. So let's consider this. It's not really good for that, but let's break from the top here. Because if you remember, I started with a square here, and then I placed ramps going across, and then I decided, no, I'm just going to make a double wall here from one side to the other. All right. place a couple of hatches. Oh, the wall is for... Okay. So where do I want this guy here? This block is occupied. I mean, it feels like it fits the relay, but it's actually occupied. One possibility is that I could have this close off at the top, which I always felt was the way to go. I just didn't want to commit to that before I actually had any need. Place the electric relay here. It stands a little bit back for protection, right? See, everything here is intact. I had one cop exploding on the other side. So a cop exploded on this side. Everything's saying that. I think I thought I had replaced fixed a dart trap, but it didn't call for huh. It didn't call for mechanical parts. And I don't think I had any on me. So I'm not sure that thing was okay. Now, one thing I can do here is make this solid all the way here. That solves one issue. I think they both should be solid, honestly. I have a second one here. It's just having this I can place that wire relay here, for example. So this is underground. Right? This wire relay, this electric fence, the wire is at the ground level. The base is well, the wire is above ground level. The base is the ground level. So this is one block underground. So if I place a wire relay here, I can move it all the way there underneath the ground, which stops it from being visible, which I kind of like. But yeah. So leaving this hollow here allows me to have some relays going underground and then place blocks here to protect it. So that's my thinking. And then here we would have the relay. I think it's the best place for the relay to cross is above. Right? If I cross from above, I'm crossing at this level. One level above the electric fence, which is here. Which is exactly, it's actually exactly where the relay is going. It goes through here, and then from here it goes up. Um, let's respect my rule. I have already disrespected it, but let's do this. Why is it going that direction? Because it's going to the blade trap, yeah. And it's also going down. Unwire things before you remove them, because the game is a little bugged with respect to electrical blocks being removed. And I think you can screw up the game that way. All right. So all removed. So if the stair is 2 blocks above, this isn't a path for the zombies. I'm gonna craft this hatch. Get that there. Well, that opens that way. I think it's best. Come on. So I have a wire relay here. And I have a wire relay here. There's a bunch of blocks from one side to the other. Let's see if this is wireable. First, let's see if we can actually see that thing from here. No, there is not an angle. Black. Nice. Okay, so from here I wire the fence post and the blade trap. And then I just have to place the relays. The other relay goes there. So from that relay it goes here, from this relay it goes to that one, from that one it goes to the electric fence, and it also goes to the blade trap, which is that thing there, but I cannot reach it from here. I can reach it from here. There I go. So the only thing left, this is really convenient. I'm thinking maybe if I had a stair that could go up here to the outside. Because you see, I have to come down here and then I go here and from here I go up, right? Now, let's do a hit here, just to mark where that thing is. So this is here. So I could have a ladder here. And I could actually reach that ladder. So I'll place plates here, block this off, and place a ladder here. Remove the door, place a ladder. The ladder would end right before the iron bar. So I could actually from there climb up here and go back. I'm gonna try that. And zombies cannot reach the level of this ladder. Right, so there. And then have a ladder. Let's make a wood ladder. No need to commit at this point. There. Right? Almost right. Then jump here and climb here. So let's say we replace this with a ramp. I don't even need to place the plates there. I can place the plates on this side. Let's do advanced. So I climb here, and climb here. I mean, these are a couple of jumps. But yeah, this... I like that a lot. And you know what? I can keep the door on this side. Door. I might have a door. I do. Let me switch this back to a full rebar frame. Just because it bothers me. See, the door is there. I can keep it like closed like that. Goes from one side to the other. Perfectly fine. Even make this a Vulture. Just for explosion resistance. I mean, how much does this have? So that's 2500 and it has 2 levels. I think I'd like to have a Vulture there. That's a critical door because there's a lot of stuff here that can get damaged. Yeah. So I bet I need mechanical. Oh, I have mechanical already. That and steel. Vault's door. It doesn't need to be powered. There's absolutely no need for that. things. Oh. And you can cross from one side to the other over the stairs. Still stairs. Place that back. Place that back. Okay. So this actually allows the vultures to come at me from this direction and spit at me from this direction. But I kind of like that because if the vultures come at me from this direction, I can attack them as well. And then a couple of jumps, I can be up here and attack the vultures. That's problem solved. Problem solved. I like that a lot. The question is, if the zombies break well, the two bars here, they can climb here and come at me from the top. But if they break these two bars, they can get to me. Period. Right? It's simple as that. But that's not where they are attacking. I'm counting on that. Alright, let's do the wiring of that. Of the... So, they're both working. It's gonna be live. Wow. Oh yes, I can... Don't do that. I mean, you might get hit. You probably won't, but you might. Yeah, there's power there. And power here. So the electric fences are powered. And they're intact. I think maybe the hatch should be the other way around. Next problem. The next problem is I do need a second switch. And I see no other place for it to go but here. Okay. So get that, and we come here. I'm gonna get steel because I'm gonna do some upgrades. Get switch. I'm gonna place the switch here. Let's upgrade that block to protect the switch itself. We're gonna grab that from the berry bank. Run it here. And then this will feed this and this. And now I have the dart traps wired on the on a separate circuit, which means I can actually test it. I hate not being able to test my dart traps. So see, these dart traps are not getting any power. Let's take this thing here. I think this needs to be upgraded regardless. Which means I actually want to go even one block further up here. Wire. Okay, dart trap power. I do have this. I have one yellow wire going that direction, but I do have that yellow wire going that direction. So I don't understand this. Yeah, it's always more difficult to test it on this side. So let's do the thing I always do in this situation. We're gonna switch this to power always. So these are powered. And I can check it from here. No power here, but power here. So the bottom one, did I lose the bottom one at some point? It's not wired at all. Okay, now they are all wired. And then do reset. Reset. No power. We move it back to triggered. And then we get here and see the dart traps are working again. Okay, so now the dart traps are powered. That's nice. Turn this off. Lock the ammunition. Because now I can have the electric fences on and not the dart traps. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Okay. So let's go from here. Okay. But this switch is protected by just a hatch. This is protected by a plate, and this is the outside plate. I like to have let's craft a flagstone block and turn it into a plate and make it on face a plate there as well. Did I make this steel on the inside or not? Not. Because I'd like to have, yeah, some steel here. This is going to turn into steel, provide, well, doesn't really need to turn into steel. That one and that one, yeah. Come back here. Now this guy is steel, this guy is steel, this guy is steel. Yeah. I just need to upgrade that once more. So let's do the same on the other side. Wow. This ladder, it's revolutionary. Face. So that guy is turning into steel. And I'm gonna do the other upgrades from the inside because it's easier. Upgrading. So this guy is still, yeah, the one above now, but oh, okay, because I, yeah. So this one is steel, and the whole wall here is steel. I'm not sure the one on the diagonal there is. Probably is. So this doesn't exist on the other side. It's protected just by the plate. Feels like there's more steel on one side than the other. Well, there's these guys who should not have been upgraded. I think it's just this. I think it's just this. I'm gonna remove this. Gives me one more space I can play with. And I have that plate outside protecting. Right, no, that's not steel. Now it is. It was fitting wrong. Yeah, the block behind the plate is steel. One below it is steel. Fine. I could place... No, I cannot place anything here because then I cannot reach it from inside. From... Yeah. Because I want to protect the dart traps, but I cannot. If the drawer was one block above, it would make it easier to get to the dart trap because it takes a little bit of the angle here. All right. Now, the next step. Yeah, there's a next step. And then I can do this. Well, I'm so used to do that. And honestly, now I can leave this closed on Horde Night. Because I only will need to use that on... You know what I can do? So this is what I can do. I can place the ladder here, right? So it becomes easier to go up and down. And make this a vault door as well, which means I need springs and a vault hatch. I made a vault door. No, it's the vault. Yeah, this is a vault door. And that is a volt hedge. So this is going to be a volt hedge. Before the series is going down. And now this has 3 levels of 8,000 hit points. These walls will melt way before this door suffers significant damage. Which means I probably need to make this steel. Though honestly, I don't expect that much damage up here. But this door here, let's just give me a little bit more protection. It also takes a little bit more space. Screw that. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a little bit bigger. Damn it. I can still come up here relatively easy. Oh, there was a damage up here. Interesting. That ladder as well. I still can come up here and go down, just not as easy as I was doing. So if I had the patience to downgrade this thing, I would. Well. So the idea now is, because one of the vulnerabilities of the base is that when I go up, zombies will start bashing because they cannot get to me. And to be honest, I don't like that, like this not being able to get to me. So with that ladder there, now they can when I'm up here. And I can place a vault hatch here, which is gonna hold them for a lot of time, and I can just snipe at them from here. As soon as I have ammunition. If I don't have ammunition, I better just get out, you know? There. Now only 37 for the steel, but I have a door that's gonna hold them. Okay. Now, let's talk about the next step. I want to sometimes I see damage I hadn't seen before, and I wonder. I want an electric fence here. At this level, this is the worst point for the zombies. Uh, Maybe this has changed, but the rule was the closer they are to the center of the blade trap, the more damage they take. Or so I heard, to be honest. I cannot assure you of anything. So it's 2 blocks to the side, and I think that's actually going to be terrible. Or not. So this is the electric fence. So I want this guy to be here. Now, the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna place a wood frame block there. I might even upgrade it just for looks. And just to have something that seems like it's where that thing is. Right? So this is where I want 2 blocks to the side of this electric fence. And some ground damage here. And the same thing will be true on this side, right? So there. So the electric fence is here. 1, 2. Electric fence is here, and this electric fence is here. Right, and that's wired from the relays. Right. Let's think this through. Yeah. I decided I want to hatch on the other side. Where's my auger? Like that. Just make my life easier coming back and forth. Right, so on this side, the electric fence has to finish, and it has to be at that level. I guess that would be exactly the point. No, not here. It has to be one block further to the side. It's gonna make my life harder here doing maintenance. So it has to end here, right? So it has to end here. So we're gonna place that there. And it cannot because what? Is the hatch on the inside? Not the outside, yes. So that's not gonna work for me. The place it has to be, which is the same level as the spotlight, it's the same level of that plate that I just added. And repair it. Or I could place it here as well. Could I? I mean, it doesn't matter. The distance is not that important. I was placing it there just for a matter of looks. I think it would look better. But let's break this easier plate, which I was not using to begin with, which I just added. So this plate here is still, this plate here is still, that plate was added because this plate here has no support other than plate on this side. Could add a plate above it, probably. Let's see. Let's make a wood one. Yeah, I can. So I could add that and a second one because why not? There. Which is going to serve the same purpose. And then I can add this thing here, which is at the wrong level. The level it needs to be is here. So the problem is, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want any block connecting here because it makes a path into the base that the zombies might be able to explore. And I don't want that. I could have it just hanging here. Kind of don't want that either. Here's the deal. I can place... I thought it would be connected here. Interesting. Do I have this thing right? Okay. So it has to go from there to here. It has no vertical support. That's the problem of it. But you can connect it on the sides. But I thought it was going to get connected to this guy and it did not. If I do this, then this fence is not fixable. But what if it's here instead? Aha. Yeah. So this is no problem, and the plate I just destroyed could go back there, as a matter of fact. The only downside here, well, the big downside here is that I cannot climb here anymore. And I like being able to do that very much. This should be outside their reach. Kind of... I'll do one level of upgrade because, yeah. And I think I'm going to place a wood frame here. And then screw it up. Right. So next, I want to be able to see that thing. Okay. So this is the level. Making wiring easy is important. No. With that thing in the way, it's just not happening. Well, let's not rush here. Let's try to wire it. From above I can easily wire that. Can I fix it? Come here, give it a punch. Right. Little jiggle there. Yes, I can fix it. Does it have power? Yes, it has power. So now I like turn around to go up there. Yeah, so this guy here is powered. And we have this nice little electric fence here. Which is only going to hit the demolishers and is gonna keep them on the blade trap if they get past the first trap they have. Well, let's come back here. Excellent. Very much excellent. So again, this thing goes here. In this exact position. Do I go back to that plate there on the other side? I don't know. Let's remove this plate. The on face thing here and here. They both can. And the guy below just became steel. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah, so we're gonna do the same thing here. There's no relay here. No problem. Right. This wire might break. So I grab it here, come above, and then, yeah. Well, that's kind of makes sense because the other one didn't break. Why would this? Can I make this jump? No. Go back here. Let's actually turn it on. Power. Power to the people. Yeah. Already going the wrong way again. I can jump from there to here because there is no fence here. There is a fence there. That's a problem. It's going the exact right way. because the electric fences are all going that direction, I can repair all of them. Man, this base, this is awesome. This is really good. I don't know, I can make it shorter. I can make 3 blocks, but if I had made it 3 blocks, in fact, would be much better because then from the middle block, a power attack would always hit all of the zombies. Uh, but if I made this 5 in the middle, I would not be able to go to the corner and wire things. The wire would turn red by that point. Man, I just need the lights. I just need the lights. Give me the lights I want, and yeah. And now, if the vultures do not try to hit me from there, because this is too short range, and the wire relays are not visible anymore, so there's that. If the vultures come from that direction, I can just come here, shoot at the vultures, and come down here. Even more importantly, when I do that, the zombies can still come here because if they break this block, they can get to the ladder. So they might try that. If they breach inside, they can then climb here and get to this hatch here, right? And get to me through this door here. If they breach, I can climb up here, close this thing, and shoot at them from here. And in fact, open that, throw a Molotov or a grenade. That's fine. This drawer I can use to move stuff up and down. It would be nice to do that on this side as well, you know? On the corner. Alright. So say I break this block. I'm pretty sure this block is... No, the wall is here. Yeah. If I break this block and place the drawer here, I can move stuff up and down. Or I can place the drawer on the side as well, like that, but... I like to have it here, but that's not gonna work. Why is that locked? Oh, because I was demonstrating my zombie protection. So that's the block that is not gonna... I can move the forge. So if I empty this forge, I can move it to this corner and then have the 2 workbenches side by side here. That's getting done. That is getting done. Let me leave some mechanical parts here just because it makes it easier to transfer stuff. Springs. So I have a lot more wood logs. Let's make logs then. 20 maybe. So let's say I place that here. And yeah, let's take all the iron out of steel. Let's take all the bulletproof, the brass out as bullet casing. The lead, we're gonna take out as lead. I need for the bulletproof glass. And then make cement, I suppose. Okay, we'll slowly empty that guy out. So steel goes back, forged iron, repair material. Let's actually grab full stack on these two. Switch, because if the switch gets destroyed as it happened before, I need to replace it. Electric fence, because I can replace electric fence as well. The auger is gonna go here with these things. The lantern. I need one for mining. I really don't, but let's skip that for now. Topsoil and the little gas I have left. Just leave it here. Lockpicks, I'm gonna do something with it. And iron goes here because it's also repair iron. The wire 2. These guys here. Mining coffee. And that goes there. Fire axe. She can go here. The AK move here. Get the wooden bow, get the arrows, night vision goggle, lucky goggle. Range. Sort this thing. That's 18 blocks. Wood frame is the main candidate to get out of there. Just too lazy to do that. And now that Horde Night is over, I can get the vehicles out. Yeah. So I'll move that there. Place the jar copy there because it's easier. And the torch is intact as well. So this is the long range. I think the leather duster is not necessary after all. I stayed a long time in the... Let's do this. I have 51. 51 is divisible by... by 3. cheesecake. One. I'm gonna make more. And lockpicks. I'm gonna fix all of that. All right, guys. So this is gonna be all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.